So it's
we're at the Code Mobile conference where this was just announced.
yeah.
And who are you?
I'm Dave Grannon, CEO of Light.
Light, and it's different than the other Lightros and other cameras that we've seen. This is a new company that just got announced this afternoon.
That's right. That's right.
Very cool.
And so this is a true optical zoom from 35 to 150 millimeter camera, f1.0 equivalent depth of field, and replaces what you would carry in an entire bag. So it's like having a 5D Mark III with a telephoto lens and 3 different prime lenses at 35, 70, and 150. Also shoots 4K video with true optical zoom, again from 35 to 150. And if I show you the insides of it, this is just a printed model, but these are 35 millimeter cameras that point straight out, the small ones. There are 5 of them. There are 5 70 millimeter cameras, and then 6 150, these long ones. So for these longer ones, the light goes in, strikes the mirror, and we fold the optics, and then we use these mirrors to create an optical zoom when you're zooming in the range.
Wow.
And then this is what the actual manufacturing process looks like, that we affix these camera modules similar to what is in your cell phone, at least at the technology level, but with our design. And we put 16 of them in a milled aluminum chassis, and we'll be selling it for $12.99. Now the equivalent kit of gear on a DSLR would be about $6,000.
Yeah.
So it's kind of this radical reduction in size, cost, and weight. When the users...
Thomas Hawk, eat your heart out.
There you go, baby.
No more carrying lots of expensive and heavy gear, right?
And so depending on where the user has selected the field of view, this is all transparent to the user. They just pinch to zoom as you would a normal camera, a normal Android device. It's Android, but because zoom's so key, we have a capacitive touch strip that I can just use my thumb to zoom in and out.
Got it.
Depending on where the user zoomed, 10 of the 16 cameras fire, and then our computational algorithms put those together to give you one very high quality 52 megapixel photo.
52 megapixel. How big in size is that on my hard drive or on my...
So we can do a lot of lossless compression, but you can think about 30 megabytes if you save in the full resolution. We can also downscale it for you to, you know, whatever. And we have an Android device, so we'll have Twitter, Facebook. It's Android, right? Okay. So you can just use any app, and we'll downscale and share to any social media you want.
How much is this going to cost when it's out?
It's going to cost $12.99.
And when is it coming out?
Pre-sales start today, and then we're promising delivery next summer to consumers who buy it now.
Next summer?
Yeah.
All right. And can I see any of the images? Do you have a website?
Yeah, we've got a website, and we can show you some here today as well, but there's also a website that just went live today, like 20 minutes ago, www.light.co, where all the images, a gallery of images taken from this camera.
Crazy. Why would you want to get in the camera business? It's a hard business to make happen,
It's really hard, but you know what we found is...
By the way, GoPro started, I think, a quarter mile that way.
Oh, nice. Well, it's good inspiration, right?
Yeah. So it can be done.
Well, you know, similar to GoPro, it's about maybe discovering a new category, right? Because what we found is the point-and-shoot camera market died, right? These cell phones got good enough. But people still buy big DSLRs, and what we found in market research is half of all people, half who have ever bought a big DSLR, don't use it anymore, right? They bought it when they got married, they had a kid, went on a big bucket list trip, but then you ask them why, they say it's too big and inconvenient to take with me. So these are people that, and it's a $25 billion a year industry, they've laid out $1,000 to many $1,000s, and they don't use it, not because they don't like great photos, they do, but because it's just too big a hassle. Like, we've got a marketing guy that likes to tell a story. I took a bucket list trip to hike the Himalayas, right? He's like, well, do I take my camera or do I take water, right? And I think I'll take water. So that's kind of the need we think we're meeting.
No, that's true. Can I manually focus the lenses? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have a simple mode because intimidation is a big factor for people that don't know cameras. It'll be like using your Android camera when you turn it on. Then there'll be a little expert button that'll immediately pull down icons for aperture, ISO, shutter speed. See if you want to go aperture priority, ISO priority, you want to play with all the controls. Maybe you're trying to get a nice smoothed out waterfall scene. Maybe the other end you're trying to stop the water, right?
You'll be able to do tripod mount in the back.
Yep, there's a quarter 20 on the bottom, USB-C, and microphone and headphone as well.
And it records video as well?
Yep, video, 4K video with true optical zoom from 35 to 150 millimeters.
So if I'm using my iPhone right now, my iPhone 6 Plus, 6S Plus. If I was using light instead of my iPhone, I could do a lot more zoom in post-process?
A lot more zoom in real time, and a lot more capability in post-processing as well.
Interesting. And can these files be put on Facebook, or
Yeah.
there's some disagreement about that? Because with the Lytro camera, they couldn't be. They had to be linked off.
Yeah, no. So when you take a photo, you can select on your camera, our default's a JPEG image, right?
Okay.
And so it's Wi-Fi enabled. We've developed a photo stream-like experience. So when it comes into the house, you detect your network. It automatically uploads your pictures to the cloud and your tablet and your desktop, wherever you'd like it. There's an iPhone and Android, iOS and Android apps. So if you don't have Wi-Fi when you're out and about, but you want to put something right up, you can just tether to your phone and put it up that way. And again, the default will be JPEG. You can save RAW. If you want to shoot in RAW, we'll have a DNG container. If you want to have a TIFF, whatever output you would like, we can have. And again, sharing directly from the camera is just like sharing from your iPhone or your Android, right?
Now, if we have a Wi-Fi connection, can I get photos right onto Facebook from the camera?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's a way to tag them and
exactly. Yeah.
It's a full-on Android.
It's an Android device, right? Yeah.
Oh.
So it's
nice. So there's a Facebook browser in here?
Anything you can get on Android.
Love Android.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. This is badass. Who funded this, and how did the company evolve?
So it's a really interesting story, because my co-founder, who's really the brains behind the operation, I'm supposed to be the good-looking one, and I cannot do that job, but Rajiv Laroya is the inventor, and Rajiv's too humble to tell you this himself, but he is the one who invented